Wouldn't it be nice if back to school could be stress-free? It would be like the Staples commercial that plays the most wonderful time of the year song in reference to back to school. But I don't know anybody who actually thinks about back to school time as being stress-free. We frantically try to relax for Labor Day, only to be thrust into the muck for the first day of school. And traffic is crazy. We know that the sniffles are going to be starting soon. We experience life transitions as the kids grow up and go off to school, or as we go from one grade to another. And it's because our sense of control is tested hard during this season. We try to grasp on frantically to what's outside of our control, only to leave us frazzled and feeling overwhelmed. But when we start to understand what is in our control, it can really help us to get a grasp on stress, particularly in these transitionary times like back to school. And working on understanding our control takes time and constant reminders to ourselves. But as we make this shift, we can start to lift away from the feeling that is holding us back. The practice that helps us bring clarity and perspective to what is in our control is called the spheres of control. It really helps to visualize the dichotomy between what's in our control and what's not in our control, as well as the overlapping area between that, which is also this gray area that we need to understand really well in order to either take more control or start to let go of things. And when things in our life that we have no control over or only some control over start to pile up, especially during times of transition like this, it's easy to have your thoughts start spiraling while trying too hard to grasp on to what you can't control. And with back to school time, we start thinking and worrying about all these things that we don't really have any control over. And so it's helpful to try to name some of these things and actually put them down on paper in the spheres of control exercise. By doing this, we capture them on paper and it stops having such free reign over our thoughts. And look at what is in your control and reinforce those things. And there really are only a few things in our lives that we have complete control over, including our thoughts, our attitudes, our actions, and our efforts. So when you're considering the things that are in your control, keep those overarching themes in mind because they're all going to be related to those. I consider this to be the most stoic of the stress management skills to practice. The Stoic philosophers were all about temperance of the mind and finding stillness amidst the turmoil. And you know, the writings of the Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius show us that even thousands of years ago, people were going through the same issues around what's in their control and feeling stressed out about these things that are out of their control, just like we experience today. And I think this one quote from Marcus Aurelius sums it up really well when he said, "Your ability to control your thoughts, treat it with respect. It's all that protects your mind from false perceptions. It's what makes thoughtfulness possible." Our thoughts are one of the few things that we can come to have complete control over with practice. And it's a powerful one because it'll lead us into being able to better let go of those things that we can't control, like the school bus driver being late, the start of cold and flu season, and the start of a new chapter in our lives. So I'm going to include a link to download a worksheet on the spheres of control exercise. It'll be down in the description below if you want to check that out. It'll include some prompts to explore that will help you to recognize the things that are in your control and what to work on letting go of. And the start of the second cohort for my stress management success course to teach you how to become unstressable is going to be starting in just under a month from now. So if you want to join the waitlist to be notified when the course launches, be sure to also click that link down in the description below. And thank you for watching the video. Until the next one, find your flow.